Mode. All right. Good Thursday morning to everyone. Um, Begin with our breath as we always do, and sit up tall, adjust your spine, head, neck, and spine all lined up. I like to always roll my shoulders back and down. I still have a little bit of that habit of the rolled shoulders, probably from high school. But it's a constant thing with me, and balancing the shoulders and keeping them a little bit equal over the hips. And think of this is kind of just a visual, but your shoulders level with your ears. So just play with that just for a bit. Because many times there's a shoulder that kind of shifts up, like that. And you can adjust that on your own. Close your eyes and attend to the breath. So diaphragmatic breathing, make sure that it's belly breathing. Reduce any movement of the upper chest and shoulders. And let the rib cage expand and contract naturally. So when the diaphragm is involved with the breathing process, it puts us in a state of homeostasis and really good wellness, healthy state of being. Takes us out of the anxiety and the tension. All right, gently open your eyes, nice soft gaze, just easy. And let's start today's class just with some cat stretches, kind of moving that spine and make them deep, even, and smooth, and match it with your breath. So, you always contract or exhale when the body is contracted, and then inhale when you lift up and open. So that should be very natural by now. All right, let's finish this one. And then rebalance. Let your arms dangle. And bring both shoulders up to your ears. Inhale more. Inhale more. Hold. Exhale, drop. All right, right arm across the shoulder. We're just going to do everything once today. And reach that arm, straighten the elbow. Concentrate on the breath cycle. Keep it even. And then release that side and just switch. So we'll just go through the body rather quickly this morning. Opening up the joints, limbering up the muscles and tendons. And then just releasing that side, a couple shoulder rolls. And then let's work a bit with the neck, so chin to chest, and begin your neck rolls. Do about 3 of them. And then always, end chin to chest. And then center yourself. And then turtle forward and back. Kind of run through these. And then center, drop right ear to the shoulder. And then rotate it forward and back. All right. Center, switch. All righty, and then back to center. And just gently look to the right. Chin right over your shoulder. Point your chin to that armpit. Drop your left arm. And then look over the shoulder. And then back to center. Okay, look left, chin over the shoulder, drop your right arm. Chin to armpit. And then over the shoulder. And back to center. Okay, gently look up, keep it open. And then chin to chest, do one more neck roll to kind of rebalance, smooth it all out. And then back to center whenever you're done. So we went through that rather quick today. And that's okay. Different speeds for different days, different energy levels is just fine. So right ankle over that left knee. We're going to practice a seated pigeon. So interlace behind your hips once you get there. And that in itself it can be a little bit intense. Fold forward. Come up. Release that side, go right to the other side. So get settled in first. Interlace. And if you want, try the fold. and then come up from there. All right, let's release that side. We're going to spread the knees nice and wide. Sit up good and tall, and then take kind of a lunge over the pelvis and fold halfway, and think of a cord on the top of your head, and it's pulling it away from the hips. Bring your right arm to the right knee, just give it a rest, and then left arm comes up and over, and reach. All right, release that arm, just bring it to the side, palm down, and look at the hand. Bring that arm up and over the face again, and give it a good reach. Now this time, bring it straight up to the ceiling. Look up. Now lower that same arm behind you, palm down. So you're going to go into a twist as you look back. All right, bring it up and over the face again. So this is kind of our base camp. Reach it. Don't go too far. It's just an opening. It's a little bit different than pulling. And now this time, back up to the ceiling. And then the back of your hand to the low back. Now we'll work with shoulder. So left shoulder back. I think twisting is in order these days. We need to, when you twist a dish rag, you kind of rinse it out and dry it out and get all the stuff out of it. So that's our theme today, I think. All right, go back to base camp. And then switch left to left. So we're going to bring the right arm up, do the same sequencing. I can remember it. And reach and allow that opening on that right side. Think of hip to armpit. All right, right arm up, lower it sideways, palm down. So reach out from the shoulder. All right, back to base. Arm to the ceiling. And then now lower it behind you, palm down. So twist and look. All right, back to base. Continue with the opening. Take a nice deep breath on that right side. And then arm to the ceiling again, and then hand behind the low back. Let's work a shoulder. All right, arm up, back to base. One more opening. Easy breathing. And then both forearms on the knees and fold forward. So get that cord out on the top of your head, reach it forward again. And then hands to the floor, press down, look forward. And then flip your hands around and press the heel of your hand down. This is a really interesting stretch. All right, breathe deep. Breathe into your low back. Breathe into the whole pelvic bowl. And when you're breathing, imagine that pelvic is a bowl and your breath is swirling around in all directions within it. It's interesting. I was working with this last night, and it's a very interesting concept to keep your attention on the pelvic bowl and breathe into it. Inhale into it. And as you exhale, it still is swirling. It brings a lot of energy and attention to that area. Inhale and exhale. Arms out at a T. Inhale up, prayer flow. So we're going to lift that energy up. Bring your palms together and reach up. Arms are right by your ears. Reach as high as you can go. And then exhale back to the heart. All right, and release from there. All right, let's do our sun cells. Okay, your chair. And find your mountain pose. Tadasana. So we do the 3, Taste Thursday. Start slow and move a little quicker. Let's first balance the weight equally in our feet. Do that. In fact, let's do this. Tip forward toward toes. And then back, off center. All right, center. Tip right. It's not a bend, you're just putting the weight in your right foot. Tip left. Now find center. All right, hands to your heart. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale forward. So we all know, inhale up. And forward fold. So this is a good time, right lunge, to elongate the breath. So you exhale back into down dog, full long exhale. And then a deep inhale to cobra. Exhale, down dog. If this doesn't work for you, just switch to your breath cycle. Right foot, lunge. That's inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Left lunge. Down dog. Cobra. Down dog. Left lunge. Fold. Inhale it up to the heart. And then now the quicker version. Exhale, inhale, fold. Right foot back. Down dog. Cobra. Down dog. Right lunge. Fold. Come up. Fold. Left lunge. Down dog. Cobra. Down dog. Left lunge. Fold. And come up. And finish. Let's go right to the next one. Keep moving. Fold. Right lunge. Down dog. See how good you can be at each posture and go quick. Right lunge. Fold. Come up. Fold. Left lunge. Down dog. Cobra. Down dog. Left. Fold. And come up. And finish. All right, let's take a moment. All right, let's go into Hero Series. So we're going to do the slower version, slower than we do on Mondays. It's not necessarily easier, but it gives you more time to think about the postures that you're working through, even though it's a flow. So if you would step wide, point your toes forward, hands to your heart center. All right, press forward and up and back, and then hands on the back of your thighs, deep in the back bend. Slide your hands to your ankles, fold forward. And you take your time and just kind of enjoy the transitioning. Hands to your heart, inhale up overhead. Spin to the right, bend the right knee, and lower your chest to thigh and reach. Okay, come up, straighten, flip, bend the knee, chest to thigh, come up, straighten, flip, interlace behind the hips, and then begin angle pose. And then bend that front knee, rest your chest on it. And what you can do is roll your shoulders back and down, bringing your hands lower or closer toward your buttocks. So they're nice and strong. This is going to help you lower and lift. So lower the forehead to the inside of the front foot. Keep your arms strong. Now pull the hands down so that the shoulders are more rigid, and lift back up onto your thigh. Now tighten the arms from the shoulders to the hands and come up. And notice how much more steady you are. Okay, then straighten and flip. So do that same thing with the arms on this side. Angle. Bend the knee, rest the chest, use the arms. Now try forehead to floor. And then strong arms go back onto your thigh. And then come up. Let your arms bring you up. Straighten. Come back to the beginning. Inhale up overhead. And back to center. And step together and just observe that. We're going to play with that just a little bit more. So if grab your chairs, seat toward you, and working with angle pose and that arm thing that we just were practicing. So once you're ready, step your right foot back, heel to arch, torso forward. We're going to use the seat of the chair, your forehead to the seat of the chair, so just kind of gauge about where that's going to end up. Draw your hands down, shoulders back, so they're nice and strong. Look up. Now start folding forehead to chair. Strong arms and come up. All right. Release it, switch sides, left one back. And it's a little bit more challenging when you put the heel in line with the back arch. So same thing, arms, and go into angle. Straighten your arms and come up. See if you notice that difference in balance. And then step. That should have a nice balancing effect. All right, nice deep breath. Rotate the shoulders a bit. And come on onto the floor. All right, let's just go into easy pose first. And one hand on each knee, press the shoulders back and the chest forward. All right, let's release from there. Bring the legs out into a comfortable V. And then tuck that right heel into the inner thigh. We're going to do head to knee. We're going to work with it a little bit slower today. Let's do this instead. Bring your left leg forward, straight forward. Let's do something different. Inhale up, lunge forward toward that left foot, and forehead to your knee. So the key to this is keeping the shoulders balanced to the floor. So they're level. You don't want that right shoulder hiked up. So release the tension in those shoulders, balance them as best as you can. You can check in your monitor and then lower. You shouldn't really be checking in your monitor. It's a feeling sensation that you want to work with instead. And most of you, I've worked with you and you know how to do this. Okay, arms to ears and come up. And release out of that. All right, now open it up a little bit more. Come up, twist to that leg and lower. Work with balancing the shoulders, forehead to the knee. Okay, come up. Release out of it. Now either wider or do that version again, one of the first two. So this one is going to be a deeper twist. Inhale, twist and lower. Okay, come up and come out of that. All right, shake that out a little bit. That was a lot. So we'll do the same thing with the straightened right leg and then tuck the left heel. So you want to get the knee down, toes up. All right, balance sit bones, come up and fold forward. All right, come up. Let's do that second version. Adding the twist, come up and lower. Come up out of that version. And then try this one or the first two. Here we go. Twist nice and deep first. And come up. All right, let's go and rebalance in a nice forward fold. and come up. We're going to go right into a squat. I know we have practiced this before this way, coming from seated if you're able, or stand up and get back down into squat. Be nice to work on this particular transition. Okay, forward fold. We're going to go back to squat. Squat. We're gonna do it one more time. See if you can bring your feet closer together. It's up to you. It's just something you can work towards. So forward fold first. And then try the squat. Let your hips release. Let them go a little closer to the floor. Okay. All fours. Gently, gently. It feels like a cat stretch. Exhale. We're going to hold the exhale and then hold the inhale. Now on this inhale version of it with your hips up, just breathe and hold it here. Work with sending the hips up more and lifting the chest higher. Now go back to the exhale and breathe. All right, flatten out your back. Just go to all fours. And we're going to step that right foot forward and bring both of your hands to the other side of your foot, to the left side of that foot. Lengthen your left leg, flatten your foot. So your leg is just about as fully extended as it can get. It doesn't matter how your hands maneuver here, just so that they're on both of them are on the side of the front foot. Start dropping the hip toward the floor. So here's our twist again. We're twisting and looking back. So what I do is I come back up, I kind of get my body used to this, and then start looking back at my extended left foot. and several times. Keep your elbows straight. You don't come down onto your elbows. They're straight. And that's where you get the twist and the work in the hip. All right. Do it one more time and hold your position while you're looking back at your foot. You release it and take care of your wrist. Okay, let's do the other side. So back to all fours. Step your left foot right up by your left hand. It's kind of like pigeon. Extend that right leg. Both hands on the inside of the front foot. And then start lowering hip to the floor. Now see if you can get how close to the floor you can get. You know, I've got it where I can just about come all the way down. But take a few attempts first. And then start deepening your twist and looking at your back foot. All right, if you can handle it on your wrist, hold that twist, look back. And then come out and do the wrist. You know, this might be in order. Okay, we're going to be using our wrists again, so do your best. We're going to go into tabletop to kind of counterpose all of this. So come to seated, and then tabletop is hands behind your hips. Mine go this way, some people's go this way, some go this way, whatever's comfortable. Mine go easiest, fingertips pointing to my hips, and then lift the hips up. So if you drop out of that, hug your knees, give your wrist a rest. And then try it again. And release out of that. Give them a good hug. And then we're going to practice modified fish again. So just bring your legs to a comfortable V. And then come down onto your elbows. Let's just get this far. And then one hand under each buttocks. Get a little bit of a lift. Start lifting the chest and then lowering the head back. Now in this version, we don't have to let the top of the head touch the floor. Just bend the neck back if it's comfortable. Straighten your neck and release it to the floor. Just rest. It's a lot of work. Okay, go to happy baby and press your low back down. All right, bring your knees together and a nice hug. I want to go back to fish again. I've never done this before, but lower your legs, give them that soft V again, or maybe bring them a little bit closer. Let's try that. Hands underneath the hips, come up on the elbows, lift the chest, and this time, see if you can lower your head a little closer to the floor. Maybe it just brushes the carpet. Don't let too much weight on your head. Use your elbows to lift up. Use your core to hold yourself up. And then gently lift and release. Back of the neck to the floor. Just take a little quick rest. Bring your arms at a T and simple leg lifts of today. Right leg up. Out to the right. Just an easy movement. And then back up and cross it over. All the way over. See if the foot can touch the floor. And then back up. And lower it. Go right to the left, to the side, and over. And back up and lower. Both legs up, straight knees if you can. Point, come out of the hips. Arms up, come out of the shoulders. Legs down, arms overhead. Keep them strong. Take your time. And then reach into a full body stretch. And go limp. Okay, bring your arms down by your side, palms down. And then bend your ankles up so your toes point to the floor, and bend your wrists up so fingers point up. Not to the floor, to the ceiling. And then push through the heel of the hand and the heel of your foot. And breathe easy. So start your sweeping breath, exhaling from the crown down the width of the body, down the legs, out the feet. And then watching the breath curl around, enter the toes or feet, up the legs, up the width of the body, and out the top of the head. Now relax the wrists and ankles, go into Shavasana, and continue the sweeping breath. Notice the difference. Did the first one stutter or get blocked somewhere because of the tension in the body, or did it flow evenly? With each breath, relax the body, the head and the face, shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers, upper chest, middle belly, lower abdomen, low back. Let's go back to that image of the pelvic bowl and inhale and exhale as if the breath is swirling around in the pelvis. And then begin wiggling fingers and toes, arms and legs, roll to your left, and come to seated. All right, hands to your heart center. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.